This story took place in Mexico very recently. There's a group of young boys that contributed money to rent a house in a community in Mexico. They pretty much wanted to rent a house so they can spend time together on the weekends. So they rented this house. They were playing games, partying, doing wrong things, bringing girls over, stuff like that on a normal weekend. One of these guys named Carl started talking to a local girl recently. After a couple of tries, he finally convinces her to come over. Before she arrived, he tells his friends not to come upstairs, as he would be in one of the bedrooms with this girl when she arrived. He immediately takes her upstairs and locks the bedroom door. In 30 minutes, exactly, all the guys downstairs hear drastic screaming coming from upstairs. They see Carl running down the stairs completely naked with no clothes on, scared for his life. They ask him what is going on. He stutters in fear, saying, "Get out of this house, all of you." They thought he was playing some sort of prank, until they see the girl run down the stairs, also with no clothes on. She was screaming with a man's voice, telling Carl to come back. It wasn't her normal voice. It sounded raspy and very manly. They all run outside, and one of Carl's friends takes his pants off and gives it to Carl so he can cover up. They start running and knocking on neighbors' doors and panic because calling the police will not help the situation. Maybe because there was something inside the house they didn't want the police to see. There was an Emirati neighbor nearby that allowed them to stay in his home until they figured out a solution. As they explain the story to this neighbor, Carl sneaks outside and sees this girl completely dressed up in her clothes. Conscious and not knowing what is going on, he yells at her from a distance, saying, "Stay away from me. Don't come any closer. I want nothing to do with you." She cries in pain, not knowing what she did. She asks him, "Why are you standing far from me?" He told her to leave. She cries and begs him to drop her home because she didn't even know where she was. This was a Ashik jinn that possessed this girl, and this jinn did not allow another man to do the dirty with her. If someone wanted to be a hero while these things were happening, something very bad could have happened and lives could have been taken. I have a horror story for you. This horror story took place back in 2012 in Japan, a local family. So, the person that shared me the story his name is Arata, and he was 18 years old back at the time, 2012, a long time ago. His father bought a house in Japan, house that was already there. It wasn't brand new. People lived in it, right? People maybe died in it too. So as soon as they moved in, Arata started getting dreams, bad dreams, nightmares, and it was the same nightmare every single night. The same nightmare. It would be exactly the same. It's identical every single night. He goes to his dad and he tells him, "Baba, listen, I'm getting nightmares." And the nightmare is like, it has the same nightmare every single time. And it's about the house. It's like, "What's your dream like? Tell it to me in detail." He says, "Okay, this is the dream I sleep. I start dreaming of a child that I meet in the house. It's always that little girl, a child. She holds my hand. She looks cute and beautiful, like an innocent child, not an evil, demonic child. No, like an innocent child, holds my hand, takes me to the back of the house, and apparently there's a water tank there. And as we go and check to see what is inside the water tank, me and the child get attacked by a demonic black dog, and then that's when I wake up." She's like, So I dream this every single time. Every time we get close to the tank, demonic black dog attacks me and the child. He's like, "Let's go check out the tank." Okay, like, is there a tank there? the son's never been to the back. He's like, yeah, there is a tank. Actually, they go, Arata sees the tank is like, holy shit, that is the tank from the dream. He's never seen it before. They just moved in. It's been like a couple of weeks. So imagine what they see. They open the tank. They see something wrapped in so much material that protects things dropped inside the water tank, all the way deep, but it's intact because it's clean water. They pull it out. They call the moms. They discovered it was witchcraft done to a child. There was a picture of the child, and that child was a girl from the dream. He said, as soon as we undid, that a few days later, he dreams of the same little girl hugging him, and he never dreamt of her again.